Come on, it's Irv Weinstein, not Weinstein. You guys are just trying to be really racist and prejudiced, and that would make the news. I mean, Irv Weinstein, Stein. When I first met him, he was on WKBW in Buffalo. I worked there, but he wouldn't let me get too close to him because, because he was first of all a very fine judge of character and a good actor. And he knew I was full of crap, and he avoided me. That's really the truth. But I loved Irv. And my favorite stories are when I ran into all of these Second City television stars who got to be on Saturday Night Live when I worked at NBC. And they would say, I remember Irv Weinstein, the black flag of death has flown over Cheektowaga. The Canadians who used to listen to us on KB, that's all they remembered on television and radio with Irv. And of course, he's the longest standing news anchor in the world, I think. I don't think anybody's been on television that long, and radio, in the same city anyway. But he's been great, all through these years, and he quit, he retired, and nobody ever knew his politics. I had no idea what political party. I'm a political atheist, and I think Irv is that way too. I can't tell. But he does have a kid who's in politics. I don't know, Democrat, Republican. As Danny Never used to say, I have 3 children, one of each. How did he mean that? But Irv and Hal Youngblood, you remember him? Oh boy, were they a team. These are the guys who are on television who actually belong in the theater. And television, they made TV theater. That's what the news was all about. He made a theater. He was a theater guy. This is the guy who was at the studio theater even doing shows in the early days. I think after he became the main newscaster in town, he had to cool that a little bit, because people don't want to see you play a very soft role when you're a hardcore guy. And Irv is an old friend in everybody's living room. He would come in there and upset you with all of the bad news, but then he would calm you down with the good news and make you feel good about yourself when you knew that you didn't have to blame him for the snow. You could blame, who was the other guy? That was Clip? Was it Clip? Was that the guy doing the weather? Oh, that was a whole team there. I can't remember all of them. But Rick Azar, of course, I know. He was a sports guy. And Rick was the first Latino that actually was allowed to use his real name. Wienstien, I said. Weinstein. So he is the best. Irv, you are, if you're watching this thing, it means you have nothing to do. And you better get a life, buddy. But I learned so much from him. I really did. I learned when to shut up. Apparently not very well, but, well, I tried. Anyway, Irv Weinstein. It's a Reynolds rap.